Hello and welcome to Our Last Crusade, a series where I take you on Trek 713 Seven Echoes journey in and around Philmont. This is episode 1, footage from our first day, getting there. It is 6 o'clock on July 10th. We just dropped off our bags and are headed to our gates. The plan today is start from Norfolk International Airport, take about a 3-hour flight to Dallas-Fort Worth, and then from Dallas take another 3-hour flight to Denver. In Denver, we'll get a rental van and drive about 4 hours, sadly it wasn't 3, to our Airbnb in Florissant, Colorado. This trip was postponed last year due to, well, you guessed it, COVID. But after all the vaccinations, we were finally able to go. 3 years of meticulous planning was put into this trip, and it finally began. And also, this montage only proves that I do not know when to turn the camera off.
What are we... Huh? Wait, I'm doing a little bit else for that place, too.
Everything.
Watch your phone.
You now join me as I put all my stuff in the bin, as well as making sure that Greg puts all his stuff in the bin, for I believe it may be his first time flying, at least in a while. I decided to put the camera inside the bin itself, so that I could show you guys what it looks like inside the X-ray machine. When we actually go inside the X-ray machine, it does look a little fuzzy, and that's because of all the radiation, which is kind of cool. I decided to keep the camera going as we put our stuff back on.
Denver Airport. You made it there.
Say hi.
I made it.
Keep the camera on my face. Keep the camera on my face.
So when we meet up with the Foxes, group photo, I gotta put on the Troop 1 Facebook page.
Got it.
Here's that aforementioned photo Mr. Guy was talking about. It was now almost time to board, but before then I got a sandwich and a coffee from Starbucks. We boarded the plane and decided to pass the camera around us. Sadly, I couldn't pass it to Jackson, but he booked his ticket a little after us. Then our plane took off and we headed to Dallas. As we were coming to landing, we were on what was called a double approach.
Hey.
The way Dallas's runways are lined up is that it has 2 runways side by side, parallel.
Is it gonna
And so, if ATC wants to freak out the passengers of both planes, they can just say, you guys are landing at the same time, which is also kind of cool to watch. began to get signal, we actually found out that our flight was delayed. So our next flight was boarding in 40 minutes. We had to rush off of the airplane and go 2 terminals over and then board our plane. Luckily, we were in boarding group 8, so we weren't in too much of a hurry, but we still kind of had to run. Dallas is one of my favorite airports. The main reason being is that it has a really awesome tram system called Skylink. As we get on the Skylink, I warn everyone that it's about to accelerate fast, which it does. But enjoy the rest of these time lapses and this awesome music. You join us as we board our plane with just minutes to spare. I don't know how, but Mr. Fox found time to get a sandwich as we were getting to our gate. Then our plane took off and we were headed to Denver. I didn't get much footage in the Denver airport, where we were trying to look for our bus, so I just got a video in the bus instead. Say hi!
What?
Hello, say hello.
We didn't die in an airplane accident. And that is the last of the footage for day 1. Thank you guys so much for watching. And stay tuned in 2 weeks for episode 2, or day 2, where we go to the Garden of the Gods and ride on the Pikes Peak Railway.